realizing that you are non-duality, that you are not a separate self, and there is no separate other, no separate reality, that you are reality, only adds more to your experience. It gives you more aliveness. It connects you to your friends, your family, connects you to life. Because reality itself, life itself, isn't dualistic. It doesn't have any beings in it. Everything is just perfectly creating itself. And that perfect self-creation comes only from itself. Everything is perfectly self-aware. Everything just exists in and as awareness, as everything. The more you connect with the reality of everything, what everything is, the true nature of everything, the more you connect with yourself, with who you are, with what you're here to give to the world, the more you connect with who you really are, and the more you connect with peace, happiness, and bliss. And that peace, happiness, and bliss isn't something that comes and goes. It's the essential essence of who and what you are when you realize that you're beyond who you thought you were, and you realize that you're more than the self that you thought you were. When you realize that all of reality is just being itself perfectly, without anyone creating it, without anyone maintaining it or controlling it. Everything is already moving in this perfect harmonious movement that includes you, even if you're unaware of it. When you become aware of it, you just attune to it naturally. You're just merged with it. You realize that you've always been it. You realize that there's never been anything other than it. You realize that you are it. There's no difference between it and you. And in that non-difference, in that recognition that there is no you and there is no it, everything disappears apart from the aliveness of everything as it is. All the false notions of thinking that things are other than exactly what they are drop away, and you get to just be fully yourself, and everything just gets to be fully itself without anyone imposing anything on any of it. The freedom to be what is isn't a freedom that's made of anything. It's just the nature of everything when there isn't anyone creating anything other than exactly what is just in this moment. This isness, this reality, this force that is everything and cannot be even perceived fully, is the most beautiful, perfect thing. And when you realize that you're one with it, and you realize that you're one with everything, everything stops fighting itself. There's no longer any friction in any of it. There's just complete freedom and peace. Being complete freedom and peace isn't anything other than recognizing that there is no self, recognizing that there are no beings, recognizing that everything is just what it already is, and there's nobody creating any of it. It's just exactly what already is. When you recognize that, you're just merged with the present moment. There's no longer any separation between you and everything else. Every single moment, you're unified, you're complete, and you're whole with everything, and nothing is appearing as something separate within that. And in that indivisible wholeness, which isn't even something that you observe, but something that you are, you realize that there isn't anything other than peace, and you attune to that peace. When you become more, when you realize that you're everything, when you become the aliveness that is by releasing anything that is not it, it becomes your primary experience in every moment. And by it becoming your primary experience, everything that comes and goes becomes your primary experience. Every single moment gets your full attention, and attention itself falls away. All there is the moment that is speaking itself, experiencing itself, being itself. There isn't anything other than exactly what's occurring in that moment. And that moment never changes, because it's always the changing. It's always the infinite changing of everything. It is the infinite. And it can't be anything other than the infinite. It can only ever be everything. That infinite everything and more that is beyond all duality is already every single moment, is already who you are, what you are. Noticing that is the loss of any delusions that you're anything other than it. It's seeing the truth of who and what you are, of what everything is. And in that moment, you realize that you've always been it. There's never been anything other than it. And there's never even been it or you. It's always just been a game of form played with itself for it to realize itself in this moment. And that moment can be now. Thank you. I'm gonna make more videos, so if you like this video and you want to see my other videos, please subscribe. Thank you.